Hey, thanks for watching this Rockin' and Roman video. We're going to be telling you about this great free camping spot we found just north of Kanab, Utah.
We're going to tell you where it is, how we got there, amenities that are really nearby, and some fun things that we did that might be fun for you to do while you visit the area.
Once you're done watching the video, let us know in the comments if you're excited to go to Kanab and what you are most excited to do while you're there.
Let's get inside because it's cold.
Yeah, it's freezing. Let's go. Come on, puppies.
So where is this spot?
So the spot that we found is 15 miles north of Kanab on Highway 89. It's about 2 miles before you hit the Mount Carmel junction. It's going to be on the right side of the road, tucked into the woods, just a little bit off of Highway 89. How did we find this spot, Kenzie?
We found this spot using freecampsites.net.
Yeah, that's a great resource that we love to use to find a lot of our spots all across the country. This spot specifically is a little bit hard to get to because when you are going north on Highway 89, you'll be going down and around a turn, and right as the turn ends and the guardrail ends, there's one little stop sign and you have to stop and take a right, and you go about maybe 100 feet through the woods on this little dirt road, and then the spot opens up and it's this large gravel lot that pretty much any size RV could pull onto. Also, a lot of the free campsites in the area are notorious for being very sandy and almost impassable if it's rain or snow or any type of wetness. So this one is nice in that even when it was snowing, the road never got really too muddy or anything like that. So what are some things you noticed about this spot specifically?
So after you pull in from the highway, it's like this really wide open spot. It's so open and so level that like almost any size RV will be able to fit on there. If you keep going just a little bit farther where we camped, it's like over on the ledge of a mountain and you have such an awesome view of the mountains. The only downfall is that it was a little windy.
Yeah, it was definitely a little windy, and when it was cold at night, we definitely felt that when we took the dogs outside to go to the bathroom, but the views were just spectacular. Especially at sunset. The mountains are already this pink and white and red, and so during sunset they were just gorgeous. One of the things that I especially liked about this spot was how close it was to a few amenities. A lot of the times when we stay in a spot, we have to drive so far to take care of some of the things that you have to take care of when you own an RV.
Right nearby was the Mount Carmel Junction, about 2 miles north of our campsite, and there at the Shell gas station they had propane to fill up your tanks by the gallon, and they had a dump station. It was really nice and convenient for that spot, super close, and it's usually for the dump it's usually free if you buy gas. Also, if you go down south about 15 to 20 miles to Kanab at the BLM Visitor Center, there is free water. It's even big enough that you can pull your RV up and fill up your tank, but we just fill up our 3 6-gallon jugs. There's some really cool things to do right nearby that campsite. It's in such a perfect spot.
It really is, because the Belly of the Dragon, which is this cool little cave me and Tacoma actually found out about by just going on a walk near the campsite in a little wash, is half a mile away. And then if you go south, the pink sand dunes is about 20 minutes south on this little side road. If you don't take that side road though, and you go from the campsite about 6 miles south, there is the Peekaboo Trail to Red Canyon, which is this awesome canyon. We actually made a video that I will link in the description, and I'll try and put a box on the screen that you can click on to go see that awesome hike and decide if you want to do it. Also, along that road in somewhat of the same area is Cutler Point. Now this one is not for the faint of heart. You definitely need 4x4 or all-wheel drive to get there. It's kind of Kanab's secret hike in that there's no maps on how to get there unless you really dig online. But I'll link to the video of us doing that. That also shows you how to get there. Also, there's a few things a little bit farther, like Zion.
The campsite is in such a good spot. It's only about 20 miles away from the east entrance of Zion National Park, and there are so many awesome hikes in Zion. We did Angel's Landing, which is amazing, and Canyon Overlook, which is a really popular one. There's also, if you want to go south of Kanab about an hour, there's Buckskin Gulch and the Wave, which we haven't hiked, but it's right there.
Yeah. Also, Page is about an hour south, and Antelope Canyon is in Page, which is a great thing to check out if you're in the area. It's one of the most famous slot canyons in the U.S. Kanab is really a great city that has lots to do around it, and this free campsite is perfectly situated to see everything Kanab has to offer, as well as Zion, and you're still close enough that you can make day trips to Page, Arizona, and some of the hikes down near there. We're also going to have links to all the hikes in the description that we've done so you can see on video what they look like, what they're going to take, and if you want to go do them, I definitely suggest trying to do as many as you can in the area.
It's also a really good spot to go to Bryce Canyon. We didn't go to Bryce Canyon at the time because it was snowing, and we want to try and stay away from snow in the RV as much as possible. But it's a perfect spot to go to Bryce Canyon. It's about an hour or less away.
Yeah, we definitely hope to check that out when it is a little bit warmer and we're in the area again. And now we're going to tell you just what we thought and felt about the campsite. So what did you think about the campsite overall, Kenzie?
So I really liked the campsite. I really liked the views of the campsite, the beautiful mountains, the way the sun set on the mountains, it turned them pink. And I loved how close it is to everything. Like less than an hour away to almost all the popular hikes and the amenities that are close by and Kanab. It's a really nice and convenient place to camp.
I definitely agree with most of that. I really do think the views is one of the best parts of the site. Also the proximity to everything. I thought another really cool part was me and Tacoma would go for walks a lot, and just the whole forest around there is great for walks with the dog, and it's pretty easy to walk through. There's not really a lot of underbrush. Also, I did think that the road noise was not too bad, but it was a little bit of an ambiance ruiner, and that's kind of to be expected. One of my favorite things though was how easy it was to get in and out of the spot with our RV. That really made the whole experience better for us. And I would say personally for me, it's probably a 4 out of 5 stars. And I would definitely camp there again.
For sure. I would recommend going farther down. After you pull in, just go farther down and it'll get you farther away from the road noise and you'll have the best views.
Absolutely. So please check out the campsite if you're in Kanab, and hopefully you get to stay there. Also, let us know in the comments what you're most excited to do during your trip to Kanab.